Hey guys, my name is Nick and welcome to my channel where I cover all things entertainment. Whatever you're watching, I'm making videos about. Relic is the festival favorite horror movie hyped to be the Hereditary of 2020. In it, a woman vanishes mysteriously, and when her daughter and granddaughter show up to handle her affairs, the woman reappears as mysteriously as she disappeared. The film was written and directed by Natalie Erica James, and this is her feature-length film debut, and that's always exciting when you have a movie with this much attention around it. It looks to be a very down-to-earth, atmospheric, and eerie horror film that's less about the jump scares and more about exploring familiar themes of like dementia, and I'm sure about passing burdens from one generation to the next. I don't really know because I haven't seen it yet. We're gonna do something different in this video. We are going to the drive-in to see Relic. I'm real excited about it because I love the drive-in. I have been to my local drive-in, and by local I mean an hour away, a couple of times recently because they were playing The Evil Dead, so I made my friend who doesn't even like horror films go with me. It was hilarious. And then we also went back and we saw The Hunt and the Invisible Man, and now finally there is a new horror movie playing at the drive-in, and I'm just so excited to see something new and different. And we'll see what this movie actually is. I think so often, especially for horror fans, we see these movies come out of Sundance or different festivals and they have all of this buzz and this attention around them. And I feel like we can't help but have these expectations that just can't even be matched. Like, remember when The Witch came out? That was wild. Everyone was blowing up over The Witch. A lot of us really love it. And then there are a lot of people who are like, huh? And I think that's just something with hype. We got ideas of what we sort of want something to be in a movie before we actually see it. So I'm trying to go in without any expectations. I really want to just be like taken along for the ride. That's what I love out of a good horror film. Again, I've got my predictions. I kind of want to do like a before and after. I think I've already laid out what I think this movie is going to be like. I think it's going to be very character driven. I think the old lady is going to be a demon from the woods. You know, it's going to be like that. It's going to be like the old lady has completely turned into something other than herself, which would mirror, I think, the effects of dementia, or what you could perceive as the effects of dementia. And I always find that really interesting. I love being able to explore different dark subject matter within horror, so this should be really interesting. I'm excited. All right, let's go to the drive-in, and then after, we'll talk about Relic. Hi, yes, from here we are reporting from the car. Quick note, for anyone who misses movie theater popcorn, you just love movie theater popcorn, I am right there with you. My closest substitutes that I found: Better Made movie theater popcorn. Stuff tastes like some AMC basic garbage. Boom chicka pop, real better popcorn. This stuff tastes like the popcorn at the art house theater I like going to. If you're getting desperate and you need something, try those out. See how that goes for you. Pro tip, guys, when you're heading to the drive-in, get yourself a cooler or a cooler bag. Throw a bag of ice in there and you can keep all of your cool drinks stored there. You can throw some Lunchables in there. Whatever works for you. Okay, we got the snacks, we got the drinks, I got the really bad angles. Now let's get to the drive-in. Okay, we have a pretty solid spot. Not gonna lie, I'm okay with it. We've got concession stand over there. One of the big screens. And you know, projection booth right there. It's the drive-in. There's no one here. Oh, perfect. The storm cloud's rolling in just in time. Oh, and we've got sirens. That's always a good sign. Hey guys, sorry, trying to use my phone because I don't want to keep my camera up and all over the place and look like I'm trying to film this whole thing and throw it up on some shady website. But news report here from the drive-in. We got some lightning flashes for all my talk of all of the alternative popcorns. I went to the concession stand anyway. Oh my gosh, it's like a religious experience. I've missed you so much. But I'm really excited to finally be seeing this movie and maybe seeing a new horror film in a thunderstorm. I mean, I'm kind of here for it. Thank you so much for coming along to the drive-in with me. I greatly appreciate it. Again, I'm so excited to see this movie and I can't wait to talk about it with you guys if I survive this. Wish me luck.
The show starts in 5 minutes.
Well, that was a bit of a bust. I have to say, I could not see a good 30% of the movie, so I can't fully review this. I'm not going to grade it, but I do still want to talk about this movie so that you have a good idea of whether or not you want to seek it out. Definitely don't see it at the drive-in. Just don't see it at the drive-in. Maybe look out for this on VOD. So often we hear of these movies that have all of this hype and we don't really know what to make of it, so then we just go in not really knowing what to expect, but just expecting greatness, and then we have to deal with, you know, a movie doing its own thing. And Relic it's really a movie about dementia and how mental illness can tear a family apart. And I think that's fantastic. I love the way the horror genre can explore real-life terrors in a way that is interesting and entertaining to process. Robin Nevin was the strongest as Edna, the matriarch, the grandmother, the mother, the top of the family tier here. She, of course, has a very difficult job of selling this manic character who's swinging back and forth, and I thought she was absolutely fantastic. One thing that I really liked about the way that the plot progression of this played out was that in these movies, when we feel like we have an imposter or someone's been possessed or a monster has taken over a person, so often we look at a horror film and we go, well, this is a horror film. I know what I'm getting. They have to be a monster or an alien or possessed. That has to happen. And they do a really good job right off the bat in the beginning. Once the character of Edna reappears from the wilderness or wherever the hell she went, there is this really good effort made to believe that this has to be Grandma. That made it a much more interesting journey to then see things devolve, the relationships between these women fall apart and go, oh no, is it Grandma? Is it not? Or is it still Grandma, but she's just different now? Again, these are all explorations of what a lot of people deal with when they have a family member that has dementia, which is why I personally found this to be really interesting. I wasn't able to see most of the horror stuff go down, which is why I really want to see this again. I really want to rent this as soon as it's available on VOD, watch it in a very dark room so I can catch what happened. I did get the gist of what went down, I just couldn't see the action play out, so it's kind of a bummer. This was not the best experience. Again, of course, I really need to see the full movie, but I'm just saying, movies, can we just have some light? You know, can we just maybe show the horrors? Maybe don't just be like, ooh, what's around the corner? Like, show me what's around the damn corner, please. I think Relic was well directed and acted, and I'm definitely looking forward to really giving this the full watch. But I do have to say, I think that this is more of a horror of drama. If you are going in and you're expecting to have this pants scared off of you, you're probably gonna find yourself bored, because I'll say even the first there's nothing that's like, oh wow, that's scary. Although I will say, every horror film I think should have one thing that stands out, something that's creepy, and there is a story element that I did find. I didn't need to see it to know. It was creepy. But this is more of a family drama horror again, so I'm just trying to lay that out there. Like, go in with the right mindset. Know what you're getting. Know that you're getting a movie about these three women of these three different generations, kind of grappling with how they hold their bond together. That's really what this movie is about, and if that sounds interesting with some, you know, creepy stuff happening on the side, then I think you'll enjoy it. But it still is an enjoyable movie. I didn't even catch a good chunk of it, but I still would definitely recommend this. Just rent it on VOD at home and keep the lights out. Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below if you thought this was fun, if you want more hangout or adventure videos, anything like that. And if you want me to give Relic a full movie review, because I'm planning on it, but if you're like, whatever, I don't care. Right now, if I were to guess my grade, it would be somewhere around a 3 out of 5 or a 3.5 out of 5. Let me know what you want to see here on the channel. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I greatly appreciate it, especially if you watched this very special, very different, probably very disappointing for you video. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to watch this now, do all that good stuff that you guys have been doing so well lately. I just really appreciate it. That is it for this video, but I won't stop you from watching another.